Hi there, this is my review of Roofcorp of Denver. So far we are at 60, well actually we're at 2 months and 2 weeks since Roofcorp has supposedly worked on my roof. I'll tell you what, they are absolutely the worst roofing company I think I've ever dealt with, and I don't understand why they have Better Business Bureau 5 stars. But here's a little bit of the stuff. They have this drip rail that they put up here. The paint, you can see it's not even painted. That's bare metal you're seeing underneath here. You come up here and they had the crew come out to fix everything, and some of the things that they fixed was this drip edge here, which you can see is not stuck down. It wasn't installed right. They got this really crappy, like these cuts that go all the way past the drip edge, and you can see it right here. This cut all the way back into here, and this is stuck down a little bit. But they had all these guys come up and they supposedly fixed this roof. And they all showed up and they didn't do a dang thing. They were supposed to trim up this edge and make this right, which they didn't do. This here you can see, huge gap. Put your finger all the way underneath here. And I mean, just ridiculous. Like I said, we are now going on. They've been out twice trying to fix this. They ended up putting modified roofing down, which looks like crap. Wish they would have explained this, but the way they installed it, and you can see this edge here all the way down, poorly cut. They do have hangover. They did flash this, but again they didn't fix around the skylights where they were supposed to fix it up and make sure nothing gets underneath. There's a pretty good gap. You can see the way they laid it and overlaid it. I mean, you can push this down. There's a half-inch gap. It comes all the way back to here. Okay? This is around the skylights. You can see this area here. Huge gaps all the way around. Poorly cut. Just chopped back and forth all over the place. Poorly cut. For whatever reason, I don't know why they came around and they painted my nice aluminum sky vents. I'm just seeing this now. I don't know what this was about, but they painted the bases now of my aluminum sky vents, and they had installed them upside down. So what's really cool about this is you've got the screws that hold these in, and it doesn't look like they put all the screws in. They just siliconed around. Here's a screw here laying there, and here's 2 screws up here, no screws down here. So what is actually holding this vent on? or the skylight on, I don't know. But there's supposed to be screws. So what they did is, rather than putting the screws all the way back in, like this has a screw, no screw here, no screw there, there's a screw over here. And they did the same thing on the other one. They just filled these holes with silicone. So really, really piss poor work, honestly. Gaps pulled up, this modified roofing, and this is ridiculous here. Look at this. Look at this. Huge gaps. They didn't overlap it the way they were supposed to. You come over here, this is also really poor quality. Cuts here, overlap, and of course they painted this edge a little bit. Supposed to paint it to match, but this is the kind of work that I'm getting from Roofcorp. They've been out, like I said, 3 times. They came out the first time, and the guy came out the second day. Then they called him out again. And then they sent out the whole crew out here, and they did nothing. So this is probably going to actually turn into a lawsuit. They got the vents here don't really understand. They painted all the vents. They didn't nail that down, which there's nail holes, so that should be nailed down. The swamp cooler, they didn't put the holes back in, and all the shingles after they put them on are all chewed up. And like this. I mean, that's okay. That's a drainage part there. But just everything was just so poorly done, and that's why I'm doing these videos on Roofcorp. I've never. I honestly do think this is going to end up going to court, and I do think I'm going to end up suing them over this roof because of everything that they've done wrong and everything they haven't done correctly. Like here, these are the stickers you're supposed to peel off for the peel and stick, and I found a bunch of them that weren't peeled off. So I mean, I don't know how much of this is going to work. This is a weather guard roof, and it's lifetime roofing supposedly, and I will be sending this off to Owens as far as their installation. I mean, you can see how poorly they and see that. I don't know, it's just weird, just really poorly done. A lot of damaged shingles. They should have just not even used the damaged shingles. They had cases of unopened shingles that they took back, and they should have, rather than putting down a damaged shingle like that, they should have put down a good one. You know, huge cracks in them, not butted up correctly. This is one of these jobs I should have just done myself. So anyway, you can even see they got the vents on crooked when they put them on. You can actually see it here where it's clocked sideways up here. They clocked them wrong, so they're all crooked. So this is the Roofcorp job, and the garage wasn't much better. When I started out there, they had the whirlybirds. They just set 2 broken whirlybirds on top. They had to come out and fix those. So thanks for watching, and I'm going to post some other videos on Roofcorp. And yeah, I mean, it's just absolutely ridiculous. Like you can see over here, here's the swamp cooler, and rather than putting the screws in for the flashing where it was screwed in between these 2 parts to keep this sealed so bugs and things like that don't get in, they just put silicone over them. That's another thing they did. And you got over here, and see this? It's all loose. So unfortunately, I can't really do anything to the roof until I file against them. But this is basically what I'm getting, and this is what you would get with Roofcorp. This here, I'm not really sure. This looks like some kind of damage, but with all the amount of screw-ups on this roof, I want to make some videos so people know about Roofcorp of Denver. And again, you can see down here, you see this huge hump, and you can see that none of this is glued down. I mean, they didn't glue anything down. This is all like stuck up. It's not glued to anything. Yeah, it's just absolutely atrocious. They've got this flashing looks okay, but it's just really, really poor work. So anyone looking at using Roofcorp of Denver, I would suggest you look elsewhere, unless you want to face the same kind of problem I'm facing. Thank you.